Hey there, everyone. Dawn Del Vecchio here, and today's live. I know I don't usually do lives on Monday, but when the spirit inspires, I do them. So today's topic is it's kind of a big promise, but I believe that I can certainly add to this conversation in an impactful way. How to reduce or even eliminate unwanted struggles and troubles. Okay, so what I want to do is connect in, as I do, and then find where this thread needs to be kind of pulled and woven for you. There's that saying, energy flows where attention goes. And I've been noticing on my Facebook newsfeed anyway, it's an interesting thing because some people are activating more and more their positive intent and beautiful shares, and others are activating complaint. And so I want to talk about the unwanted struggles and troubles, because a lot of us are facing them. And if you've been following me for a while, you've heard me talk about the fact that the Schumann resonance has been having spikes. We are moving through a different part of the galaxy. In fact, on Wednesday, the equinox and the full moon is aligned with galactic center. We are receiving powerful, high frequency waves of energy on this planet. We're being bathed in them. And what that's doing is it's stirring us up, and it's inviting us to up-level our own frequency to pace with Mother Earth and to pace with the whole solar system that's going through this and the galactic energies. So what that means is all of the low frequency energies that we carry through thanks to incarnational patterning, generational and lineage patterning, the systems we live in, the struggles we've had, trauma, or it could be early childhood trauma, whatever it is. Thanks to those things, many of us, all of us, I would say almost, unless you're an ascended master or a fully awakened one, are carrying around pockets, we could say, if we used a visual, of like things inside of our energy field. Wounds, traumas, things that need to be clarified, things that need to be released. So if we know that we're being bathed in high frequencies, and we know that those things that need to be cleared are rising to the surface for us to clear them, and we choose to look at them with judgment, complaint, and resistance, then what we are doing is literally activating more of that in our life. Because the universe just says yes. If you say, I have so many troubles in my life, the universe says yes. If you say, my children are driving me nuts, the universe says yes. If you say, I don't know if I'll ever get over the heartbreak of this breakup, the universe says yes. If you say, I've been stuck with money problems my whole life and I don't know how to make it change, the universe says yes. So we really need to change our narrative from the inside out in those areas of life where we struggle. And we all have them. Different people have different themes, right? My themes may be different than yours. That's not the point. The point is that wherever those themes are for you in your life, you can choose to continue to activate a narrative of victimization. Sounds like a heavy word, but it kind of is. Like you don't have power to change it, or you can make a different choice. And so I want to look now at the different choice. So there's one of the spiritual teachers I love to listen to is the spiritual leader of Unity Church here in Sedona. His name is Michael Merdad. He's a longtime Course in Miracles teacher, and I deeply respect his work and his teachings. And I want to quote from a recent video he did. He does a lot of videos on YouTube. Forgiveness takes responsibility because it says, I must have played a part in this. And you'll never go from judgment to forgiveness without responsibility. So that's what I want to talk about now. You see, a lot of times, or maybe sometimes, I don't know, when people hear this concept of the law of attraction and, the energy goes where attention flows, and then they go, all right, well, I've got to change my mind and have a positive attitude. And yes, there's truth to that, absolutely. But one of the things that happens is they'll see, like there'll be a problem in their life. Like, let's just say, oh, I don't know, whatever it is. You know, you just got fired and you're stressed and you're worried about a new job or something like that. And you can do the spiritual bypass shuffle, I call it, and go, oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's meant for a reason. And not really look at your responsibility. So on the surface, you might be saying it's all good, but what's really going on underneath there? Is that a pattern in your life? Do you feel victimized? Do you feel anger? Do you feel frustration? Where are you a vibrational match for that to have happened? Same thing in relationship struggles. And I don't just mean love relationships, like when someone pisses you off, when you're triggered by someone. Hey, Gina. Mwah, mwah. Where in your life are you a vibrational match to that? So when I say energy goes where attention flows, or energy goes where energy flows where attention goes, what I want to say here is I want to use an illustration. I've seen a number of people posting negative things online about their personal life. When they feel frustrated, they feel angry, maybe the kids are driving them crazy, they're sick and tired of traffic, whatever it is, like petty little things. And they put them up there as part of their like narrative of their daily life. First of all, just doing that, hello, think about what you're posting there. You're posting your gripes. How is that supporting anything? How is it supporting you? How is it a frequency up leveling for others? So I invite you to really look at that. What is your motive for doing that? Now, that being said, I am not saying don't look at your frustration around that. I'm not saying deny it. What I'm saying is don't activate the complaint. And this is where these quotes from Michael Merdad came in. Forgiveness. So in this case, we're using forgiveness as, let's say you're complaining about traffic. Oh my God, I'm sick and tired of being stuck at every red light and these obnoxious drivers and blah, blah, blah. Forgiveness, in this case, is the recognition that, wow, I am somehow a participant or playing a role in this energy that feels like time constraint, frustration, aggressivity coming my way from strangers, other drivers, whatever it is. And so forgiveness is saying, wow, I am willing to let go of my judgment about the others and let go of or forgive myself for wherever I am a frequency match for that. So if, for example, again, let's just use this, it's a pretty neutral thing, traffic jam. I don't know if anyone's complaining about that specifically on their Facebook news feeds, but I just want to use it as an example so that no one feels pointed out. So let's say, you know, you're griping with these Facebook posts on it or wherever you do, Instagram, Twitter, blah, 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 or just silently inside yourself. I'm not saying to not look at the frustration. What I'm saying is if you're feeling it, look at where you have played a part in this. Look at where you are in judgment of something you don't want and resistance of it, and where forgiveness needs to rise, love and forgiveness for yourself and for those involved. Ho'oponopono is great for this, so that you're no longer activating that energy. So I hope this is making sense, that there's a distinction between going, well, I'm not going to post my negative attitude on Facebook, and I'm not going to look at the stuff that's pissing me off. When we actually face honestly and with integrity the things that are coming up in our field of awareness to deal with, a conflict with someone, a frustration, all of a sudden a experience where we're so frustrated we explode with anger, a health issue, a financial concern. It doesn't serve us to ignore it. It doesn't serve us to gripe about it on Facebook or wherever else you're griping about it. It doesn't serve us to beat ourselves up either. Forgiveness is the answer. And that means really honestly, soberly looking at the issue. Oh, this could, speaking of sober, this could be addiction too, of any kind, addiction to TV, whatever, sex, drugs, rock and roll. We look at it with a sober and self-compassionate energy to say, wow, I am going to look at how I've played a part in this. I'm looking at this quote here to get to say it right. I'm looking at where I've played a part in this and how I need to show up differently in order to lovingly transform this energy. So I hope this is making sense. It's kind of a little bit high metaphysical in a one way. It's very much the non-dual principles as taught in A Course in Miracles, the original teachings of Jesus. That's really what I'm sharing here, and I hope I'm doing an okay job of articulating it. Because the truth is that we are at a time where we need to return to our own wholeness. And we can't do that by denying our wounds or the places within ourselves that are patterned after unresourcefulness. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Thank you. We have to do it by taking personal responsibility and have compassion in the process of taking that personal responsibility. And that is what forgiveness is about. Forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, recognizing that we are all in this together and that we're figuring out how to return to love. Not love as romance, not love as oogling or cooing. Love is frequency. Love is a frequency that recognizes that we are made by love, for love, as love, in the one true divine that we are a part of. So, my invitation. Oh, I forgot to say at the beginning of this, I have this new thing. Please share, please like, please give me a thumbs up. And if this is on YouTube and you find value in this, please subscribe and click the bell so that you can get notices when I make new videos. So with that, what are the steps here? When something arises in your field that you don't want, look at it. Look at it with honesty and say, where am I a part of this? How have I played a part in this? Not to beat yourself up, but to really be able to empower yourself through personal responsibility. This doesn't mean that if it was someone else attacking you that they were right in doing this. This is not justifying their bad behavior. This is simply going, wow, I'm going to go inward first and look at where I need to take ownership of my frequency match to this energy. That's all. This is not about, forgiveness in the sense of they've done something really bad, but I'm going to be the bigger man and forgive them. No. This is really about where am I a frequency match to this? You don't have to engage with them at all about this. This is your inner work. And then how do I want to deal with this? Do I need support? Okay, if you need support, that's great. Find the way to ask for support that serves you and serves others. Putting a big gripe and complaint up on Facebook is not a way to ask for support. This is sending a message to the universe that you're in the frequency match for complaint. It makes you a crap magnet, actually, because the universe, remember, as the beginning of this video said, the universe just says yes. So if you say, my life sucks, the universe says yes. You put it on Facebook, that's like having the big bullhorn. My life sucks. And the universe just says, okay, yes. And everybody else gets to see it too. So looking within first, that's the first thing. Second, how do I need to get support on this? Do I need to reach out to a compassionate friend? Do I need to express my rage and anger in a silent, safe container first so that I can calm down enough to make a rational or calm or loving response to this situation, this person, whatever? And how do I need to forgive myself for my human foibles of being a vibrational match to unpleasantness? Because we all have that. And this is part of our journey back to Mother, Father, God, is to remember that. So again, I hope this is clear. If it doesn't make sense, please leave me a message. Let me know. Ask me to make some clarifying statements. I'm happy to do that. If you found value in this, please share it or at least like it or engage some way in the conversation in the thread here. If you know someone who would benefit from this and you don't want to share it publicly, share it privately with them. You could share this privately in a private message to them. And again, if you're on Facebook and you find value in the messages I share, please subscribe to my channel. That'd be great. I'd love to have you. And I think that's it for now. So thank you. Sending much love, bright blessings. Until next time. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Bye for now.